Hey, welcome back to Carplounge Tackle. Today we are talking about your RT7 and the fact that you can configure every single light that is on this boat. Every part of your RT7 is you. Your own personal taste can be configured into this boat. So it's just a matter of what you fancy and then knowing how to make it happen for you. And as I said, this video is all about that. Jump over to the app, click into my RT7. Click on the RGB in the top left hand box. Click down on the startup animation. These are the colors that will activate when you turn on your boat. You can decide whichever color you want. It's completely configurable. So you have a left hand side and a right hand side. Operating status is for when you're running out the boat and your lights are on. They stay on, they remain on, so that you have your left hand side, you have your left back side, and also you will have then the right hand side and the right back side. All of these can be configured individually. Now personally, on the back lights, when the boat is driving away from me, I like to see the red color because it means I know that if it's pointing towards me, it's white, because I have my front lights white, and if I have the back lights both the same color red, I know the boat is facing away from me and driving away. You can also configure the brightness, and all you have to do is click on that box there, anywhere up to 100%, depending on how bright you want it. Then when you release the bait, you can also have the color configured also, so that you get a certain color differentiation on the drop. You can activate or deactivate the stealth mode for your handset. I like to have it active all the time because there are genuine times I actually use it. If you are in any doubt of what each one of these boxes means, there's a little question mark. If you click on it, it'll tell you what you're doing. Once you have everything configured, you can give it a quick test by engaging the hopper doors to make sure that they're lighting up the way you want them to light up. When you've decided what color you want to go for, the easiest way to adjust them is to click on the box that has the code in it. A pop-up box will come up and there will be a slider. Now the slider allows you go to the spectrum of color you want the most. You get a little white circle which then allows you bounce it around into that box of color gradients so that you can pick the color, the exact color that you're looking for. Now personally for me, I prefer to have it the most vivid color I can make. And so what I do is I push my circle into the far right upper corner, and that's going to give me the most vivid color within that spectrum of color. If you want to actually put the code in for the color, so say you have two colors that you want to mimic on the boat, it is exceptionally difficult to use the slider to get the exact same color. The easiest way is to go down to where you see the code here and then move right to where you have the box with the pen in it, click on that, and that will allow you then pop in the actual code. I like to take a quick snap of the code with my phone, so I've got a picture of it. What you can do is you can add that into the coding and it will bring that color straight up for you. As per usual, Carplounge like to make things as easy for the user as they can, and if you want to duplicate the color, one of 16 million colors available, all you have to do is click on the color box you want to change, go to the top right hand corner of the pop-up box and click the yellow box with the double squares in it. This will bring up another pop-up box with all your current color settings highlighted. Scroll down to find a setting that has the color you want copied. Click on it so the circle turns yellow, then click OK. Now your preferred color will appear. Click save and voila, job done. Now we're going to move over to the front lights, and again this is under the RGB. The front lights are where your Cree lights are there in the middle, but if you go right over to where it says daylight on the right hand side, you've got two different colors. One's the active animation startup and one is the operating light. So when you are going out in daylight, you don't want necessarily to have your Cree lights on, which are in the middle. You can tinker with them. We've covered that in another video, but what it will allow you to do is run the running lights, and it's just, I prefer to keep them white because it's the most bright color and I can see where it's going. Now, if you want to change the display at the back, which is your logo of Carplounge and on the startup, click on display. You've got the switch on animation, which will be the Carplounge signature. Keep that on. Then you can choose your font size, your font color, and also the background color. You also have a number of buttons underneath. I just toggle them all on because they all help. The font size can be swapped around so that you can just see the writing a little bit better. The older you are, the bigger that's going to be. And then the font color, as I say, is white with the background color being black. This is my preference. You can change that to whatever you want. Personally, I prefer the cleanness and the easiness of reading what's on the back by keeping those colors the way they are. Again, everything is configurable. Everything is your choice. The one thing I will say is, having played around with this, and this could be an age thing, this may not affect you at all, but for me, the further the boat goes out, the light pigment that is coming off the color you've picked will fade accordingly to the greater the distance. And when you are fishing at extreme range, or even, you know, quite a decent range, you will find that your pinks and your soft yellows and all the softer pastel colors, they can tend to fade away quite quickly and become more like a white light. Whatever color you go for, make sure it's the brightest color you can get in that range, because it will be seen better at a distance. That's just a personal finding, one that may not affect you at all, but it does affect me. So this is Jerry, this is Carplounge Tackle, this is the RT7, and this is how to pimp it up to make yourself stand out on the bank.